Hi, everybody. This is Wednesday of Holy Week, and today I'm going to talk about why the disciples didn't expect Jesus to rise on the third day. So this is a little bit about Easter, but it's also going to talk about our expectations of how God works. And this I got from Chad Bird. I was watching a video. If you want to watch some of his videos, they're very good. But you remember the story of Lazarus. He died, and Jesus waits for 3 days. And then he says, well, let's go. And Lazarus is dead. He's been dead now for 3 days. And he shows up, and both his sisters, Mary and Martha, they come and they say, if you had been here, Jesus, my brother would still be alive. And Jesus says, do you believe in the resurrection? And they say, yes, I believe in the resurrection in the last day. That was a commonly held belief by Jews, that there would be a resurrection, that it would be on the last day, and that all would be all would rise, the good and the bad alike, and that there would be a final judgment. But none of them expected, when Jesus was talking the resurrection, none of them expected that it would be in 3 days. They all thought it would be on the final day. And so when Jesus is laid in the tomb, they had just assumed that his resurrection would happen on the last day. Well, he surprised them. On the third day, he rises from the dead, different from what they expected. And that's kind of what I want to get at here today. Our expectation of the way God should work is often and usually wrong. That God does not work the way we would work. And not only that, but when we think we have things all figured out, for example, when we think we know, a lot of people think they know when the second coming is going to be here. We think we know that as well, and we don't. We don't have any idea. Jesus didn't have any idea when it was going to happen, so how could we? How could anybody? And so we need to really watch our expectations, even if they're based on Scripture, because usually, Scriptures is always right, but often not in the way we think. We put it together and think that it's right. God works in ways that are very mysterious to us and very left-handed. In other words, what I mean by that is very non-power-like. We tend to work on kind of power schemes, but God works quite differently. So that as we go through this week, we will see that death is the key to life. And that in our lives, when we let go of our lives, that we gain our lives back. See, that's just the opposite of the way we think. And so this Holy Week, I just want you to think that maybe you don't have it all figured out or even close to figured out. But one thing you do know, and that is that Jesus has risen from the dead, and that one day we too will rise with him in glory. So there you go. God bless. Have a great Wednesday, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.